to the
Number
fourth episode of the COF podcast. We've spent the morning taking photos of our cover photo.
We have.
It's been very fun, which is not going to make any sense because the other ones will be posted before, but they're not posted yet.
Yeah.
It's like Inception.
It's Inception. It is.
Mm-hmm. And incredibly enough, we're talking about time today.
We are talking about time.
So
Crazy.
all the timelines are mixed up.
Yeah. What a great, excellent segue.
Thank you. All of my
As
segues
always.
are
They are.
phenomenal. Okay, so my first game and only game is I tell some fun facts about time, but only one of them is real.
I need to sneeze.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
And in this time, while we wait for Nick to sneeze...
You know when you need to sneeze, but it stops when you say you need to sneeze?
Yeah.
That's happened to me. I don't need to sneeze
I
anymore.
find it really useful holding my breath, but everyone I've told it to... no, not with the fingers, just holding it. Then I always sneeze or it goes away. But everyone I've told hates that, so...
I feel like breathing's more important than being able to control it.
I mean, if you hold it for long enough, then you don't
there
need
will
to
be-
sneeze.
There'll be no more sneezes.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Alright, so Nick's not allowed to look at this page.
No.
Okay.
It's just a bit hard because it's right in front of me.
Correct. But
We're
look over there.
professionals.
Yeah. A week was originally A. 7 days for the Romans. B. The Babylons had a week which was 8 days long. C. The Egyptians had a week which was 10 days long.
Mm-hmm.
D. The Vikings didn't have weeks. Or E. Alexander the Great refused to say the days of the week.
So what? Remind me what this game is again, because I feel like I got lost in our sneeze talk.
One fact
One fact
real.
is real and the rest are fake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Out of 5.
Except some of them are out of like 8. I just had lots of fun creating fake facts.
Fair enough. I reckon... See, the problem with you having fun creating fake facts is now I can't remember what B was.
Yeah, well, it's... Yeah, I was going to say it's not B, so I'm going to change...
Excellent.
Mix them up this time because I thought that'd be funny, but...
Yeah.
Then
I'm going to say it was not the last one.
Okay, Alexander the Great refused to say the days of the week.
I don't think it was that.
Okay.
That's true.
Oh,
although
so
it
the
sounds
other
like
one.
something he might have done.
He was very proud. For like a long time after I learned about Alexander the Great, he was like my hero.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say it's that one then.
And my dog was called Ange at the time. And because I'm Alanna and then my parents' names start with C and D, I really wanted Ange to have a B name, even though I chose the name Angela. Because she was a rescue dog, she came with that name, but also what a terrible name to choose for a dog.
True.
Anyway, Alexander the Great's horse was named Bucephalus, so I really wanted to call my dog Bucephalus.
Yeah.
Going down to the dog park. Bucephalus!
Well, maybe the next dog you get, you've already got a name picked out.
Yeah.
Bucephalus, I like that.
Well,
you could have a big dog called Alexander and a smaller dog called Bucephalus.
I like that.
Thanks. Yeah. Was it that one? Was that right? Was it
No, it wasn't.
D or E? Whatever it was. Okay.
A. Originally 7 days for the Romans. A week was originally 7 days.
Okay, let's say the Vikings didn't have weeks.
It's true.
It's true.
Nope.
How?
The true fact.
Really hard. They all sound like they could be real.
I know. Isn't that the magic of this game?
But you just put a different civilization and a different number for weeks for 3 of them. Like that's not.
That's the interesting bit though, because Egyptians had a week which was 10 days long. That's the real one.
Interesting.
And the first one, a week was originally 7 days for the Romans. Their week was originally 8 days, and B, the Babylonians.
Did you swap
Babylonians. I said Babylons before.
Babylonians, yeah.
I was
wasn't
thinking.
Gonna correct you.
I read it and I was like, I think it's a Babylonian, not a Babylon. But then I was like, I wrote Babylon. And I didn't. I wrote Babylonian.
You just kept babbling on.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
I spend more time babbling than actually correct facts on here.
It's true.
But there's method to my madness.
Oh yeah?
Because I'm spending time babbling. No, I can't connect those ones. But anyway, the Babylonians originally had a week which was 7 days long.
So you just swapped those two around?
Yeah, I did.
And then you added Egyptians as a kind of fake red herring when it was really real.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah. And D, almost all of our days of the week are named after Norse gods, the Vikings gods.
Oh,
so
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And E, Alexander the Great.
Wednesday is my favourite Viking god.
Wednesday.
The god of humps.
I wonder what Wednesday etymology. We should do an episode on etymology.
We should.
That'd be fun.
Odin.
Wednesday. Odin.
Interesting.
I don't know how to pronounce.
Odin.
Yeah.
Odin. He was like the father of all the gods. Right?
Equated to the Roman god Mercury, so I assume the god of war, because I'm pretty sure that's what Mercury was.
That was like Mars.
Mm-hmm. Oh! Crazy stuff in Romanic languages. Romantic,
Germanic.
not romantic.
Romantic and
Romantic,
Germanic,
yeah. In romantic languages, Mercoledì is Wednesday, and that sounds like Mercury.
That's
Mercoledì is Italian, but yeah, in French it is mercredi.
Cool.
Crazy stuff.
We've learned all about Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay. So Woden or Odin was wisdom, magic, victory, and death.
Victory and death are a bit.
Yeah.
Kind of juxtaposed.
I mean, unless you're kamikaze.
Unless you're Karakar. But is that really victory or is that just an attempt? Also, wisdom kind of cancels that one out.
Who knows? You could be a sage and know
magic,
that you...
Magic kamikaze. There we go.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
Okay. Fact game number 2.
I just looked.
Did you see which ones were on?
Shuffle them around. I didn't see what it was, but I saw which letter it was.
It was A.
Yeah, I know.
That's the end of the game. How long is the moon cycle? It depends on a month. As in,
No,
every month it's a different length.
Because I know you changed A.
You mean that the moon doesn't spin around the earth faster sometimes?
Crazy.
It's like a slingshot, except instead of slinging around one side, it just
Let's go to the next
goes
options.
faster and slings. It's not.
No, I didn't
it
think
goes
so.
at a regular pace.
Yeah, I know that.
Cool.
I think.
B. 28 days and 7 minutes. Every week is actually 7 days and 1 minute long.
That's interesting. Might not
C.
be true, but it's interesting. If it is true.
C. There are 13 phases of the moon every solar year.
What does that have to do with the length of the...
I don't know.
So, what? So that's not the option because it doesn't make sense for the question. The question was, how long is it?
Is the moon cycle.
Lunar cycle.
Yeah.
Not how is it subdivided.
I'm pretty sure I started with 13 because that's actually a real fact. That's a real fact that there are 13 phases of the moon every solar year. And I started with 13 and I wanted to incorporate that into one of the times. Oh, it was going to be there are 13 phases of the moon every solar year. Therefore, and then I was going to do something like 7 plus 7 equals 14, but you subtract 1 because the moon is the one object in the sky.
Right.
And that's what it was going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue. So it's not that, but that is a fact.
You don't know. It might be that one.
It's not that one.
It's not that one. Or D. Is that what we're up to? 27 days and 7 hours.
It's B or D. Or was it 28 days and...
28 days and 7 minutes. Or 27 days and 7 hours.
27 and 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
I don't think it would be... Yeah. Minute accuracy. Probably. That's interesting.
Yeah. So it's kind of odd that they chose 7 because 27 isn't exactly a great number to divide stuff in.
No, unless you've got a 54 sitting there and you think, wow, I really want to split this in 2.
Yeah.
Then it's good.
Yeah.
Then it's the most useful number that you have. But
It's
only
true.
in that real situation.
Yeah.
Or maybe 108 and you're like, I just need quarters right now.
Yeah.
We can keep going with this joke. 216.
This has turned into our conspiracy episode.
Oh, there will be a conspiracy episode soon. We just need to look up some more stuff and figure out what we actually want to talk about.
Yeah, but the conspiracy is that months are actually 108 days.
Mm-hmm.
And...
No, 216. And we just love the eighths.
Yeah.
Everything is just, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll more on that in our conspiracy episode.
Mm-hmm.
That's not actually going to be an episode, by the way.
Don't look at the screen.
Okay.
A week is 7 days because
mm-hmm.
you can retain roughly 7 things in your memory at a time. There are 7 planets. There wasn't 7 days until after the Bible was released.
Released. I like that way of putting it. I also makes me think that wasn't the actual fact because of the way it's worded.
It's a prime number and GMT, or like...
Greenwich Meridian.
Yeah, is on the prime meridian, and so prime number, prime meridian.
Bullshit.
There are 2 sevens in 27 days and 7 hours, which is the moon cycle.
I'm gonna say B.
There are more choices.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the ones you had fun on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There are 7 holy bodies. And
Isn't that just planets?
They threw a die.
Dice have 6 sides.
One of the D&D dice.
Oh, like up to like 19 or whatever.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
I think it's the one about the planets, or the holy bodies.
Yeah.
I don't know which one it is because I feel like they mean the
So
same thing.
basically, it was the sun, as well as 6 planets.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Down to Saturn. Up
Mm-hmm.
to Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. So I don't actually know. I have there are 7 planets ticked because that's how it was phrased, but then it said sun on the website I looked at, so it's kind of holy bodies. All right. Sunday was made a public holiday.
Mm-hmm.
A, after Jesus died. B, when the sun first rose.
Wasn't it a Jewish thing?
C, when the famous Greek Cornelius died.
I can tell you had fun with some of these.
Oh, I did. D, in 321 AD.
What? You've gone from like context-specific clues to literal just year numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Or in 456 AD.
Mm-hmm.
Or when Jesus was born.
It wasn't when Jesus was born, because there's no way they'd observe a public holiday as he was born, or any of the Jesus stuff, because all that stuff at the time wasn't. The internet didn't exist back then, and they couldn't spread information that quickly. There you go.
Very, very smooth. I like
Astute
that.
observations from Nick. But the question is, would it have taken 300 years to get to people? Probably not.
Or 400
Or 400,
years.
neither. But I'm assuming it's one of them.
Or when the sun first rose. Or Cornelius.
Wait, was one of them when the sun first rose?
Mm-hmm.
3.5-4 billion years ago, the sun first came up of this dual planet system that we have.
And the little microbe was like,
It was like, it's
a public
Sunday.
holiday.
It's Sunday. We're not producing oxygen today.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe that happened on some planet in the multiverse.
Maybe, and then that's why there's no life there.
I can't take the multiverse theory because I just think of Spider-Man into the multiverse.
It's a good movie. I enjoyed
haven't
it a lot.
seen it.
I like the mashing of art styles is excellent.
Okay.
You should see it. We should watch it together.
Yeah. All right. Is it 321 AD or 456 AD?
I'm going to say 321 because it sounds cool.
Correct.
Why? What happened in 321 that made it? See, this is where you have to do some in-depth research.
I actually did. It's written there, but I didn't think it was necessary to look. 321 AD. 321. Emperor Constantine decreed that it was a Sunday, a public holiday.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Weekends.
Yeah.
Were created at the same time as the week.
Mm-hmm.
Were created after King Henry VIII had to do a speech on Saturday but was hungover and didn't want to do one. C. Have existed for 500 years.
Mm-hmm.
D. Have existed for only 150 years. Or E. Plato needed to have a break to do astronomy, so instead of working all the days of the week and trying to fit in astronomy on the side, he had to work 5 days of the week and then do astronomy on the weekends.
I don't think that Plato had, as influential as he was, I don't think he had the scope of influence to change the week.
It's very small-minded of you.
By everyone in the world. I don't think, especially not in his own time.
Well, considering Constantine made a
But he was the
Sunday a
emperor.
public holiday.
He was the emperor.
Mm.
Plato was just a guy. The fact that he was working and couldn't just do his astronomy tells you how powerful he was.
Yeah.
Not very. He was just one of those guys who sat there and thought about things and did this thinking stuff, as them old Greek people did tend to do. They thought a lot. But what else could they do?
I know.
What else could
but
they
also,
really do?
like, now it makes me really sad because they had so many stars to look at.
They did.
And then we, like, barely have any stars.
Mm.
Like, can you... I can't even comprehend what it would look like.
No, without any
It'd
light
just be,
pollution.
like, white.
Yeah. Probably not quite, but it would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even the move from Sydney to
Central Coast.
Central Coast for us is...
Mm.
The amount of stars is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we're pretty close to some fairly major cities, yeah. Even up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Plato.
Not Plato.
Sounds a lot like Play-Doh. The gooey stuff you model.
Play-Doh.
Play-Doh,
Yeah. Okay.
So it wasn't Plato.
Were created at the same time as the week.
Yep.
Were created after King Henry VIII was hungover.
I don't think it was that.
Okay. Have existed for 500 years.
I think it's it's 500 or 150. I don't think it was at the same time as the week.
Okay.
I'm going to say it was 150.
It was.
Excellent.
Which is not long.
No.
It's really not
It's
long.
I'm trying to do maths.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my great-grandfather, great-grandparents probably alive back then,
Yeah.
50 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe great-great.
Yeah. My great-grandmother was like 1920, I think, and I met her, so...
Crazy.
But also, her and my grandma had kids pretty young, so it's like...
Yeah. There would
could
be a
be
wider
great,
gap,
yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I'm not sure if I have another one.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, now we go into fun facts.
We like fun facts.
Mm-hmm.
So is this are we getting towards the educational side of things?
Yes, this is the educational side of things.
This is stop. The games have stopped, people.
Mm-hmm.
If you're getting excited and having fun, stop having fun now. It's education time.
Yeah.
It's time for us to buckle
Chain
down.
yourself to the desk.
Chain yourself to your desk, your car, your steering wheel.
Yeah.
If you're outside on a beanbag in your backyard, find a chain and attach it to yourself.
Yes.
Because you're about to get learnt.
And drink your water.
Drink your water. Oh yeah. Episode number 4 reminder. Please don't forget to drink your tea if you've made it and it's hot and you're just listening to us and thinking, wow, there's nothing I'd rather be doing than listening. Yes, there is. You'd rather be drinking your tea while listening. So don't forget. Also stay hydrated.
So, what you think of as a day, how long it takes the Earth to rotate, isn't actually 24 hours. It's 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4.2 seconds.
That was a very sudden transition. I was just talking and then you went, so!
Yeah.
I thought we'd just say, okay, fact time. You know?
Fact time.
Cool. Now we can go.
Cool intro
They
music.
weren't ready for that fact.
Cool intro music.
They were probably still tying their wrists and getting their tea, and then you just hit them, and they went, whoa!
I know,
You
mind
probably
blowing
lost
stuff.
some listeners just then. Because of how
Possibly.
quickly and forcibly you shoved that information
To
inside
know
their
that
brains.
every day is 3 minutes.
3 minutes and 55.8 seconds.
Is some shocking stuff.
Shorter than what we think.
Oh yeah,
It's not-
we forgot to...
A day isn't 3 minutes, 55.8 seconds.
Shorter.
Don't tell your friends that, it's not true. But
Which
it is shorter
leads
than
me
you
on to
thought.
some interesting stuff, but I'm not going to talk about it now because that comes after the fun facts.
Oh, wait, what?
Or do you want me to use that as a nice transition?
What comes after the fun facts?
I don't know. I have some fun Wikipedia facts, but it's actually like detailed, and the rest are just sort of short facts.
Oh, okay. Do the short ones first.
Short ones.
We're gonna
We'll come back to this fact, and you have to pretend
like-
to be mind blown again.
It's like putting your... You ready for a cool analogy? Basically what we're doing now, right? We've warned everyone there's no more fun. There's no more laughter to be had here until the end.
Yeah.
It's all education. And we've wedged a little fact in there. We've We've wedged the fact that the
We've
day's a little bit
wedged the
shorter.
fact into the
day's a
ledge.
little bit shorter than we thought.
Yeah.
Than we all thought. We now know it
And
isn't.
then the episode ends here,
No,
and
no,
the
no, no.
episode's a bit shorter than we all thought.
No. Thin end of the wedge, right? We're in the door. We got our foot in the door.
Yeah.
Now we're going to slowly widen it.
Okay.
Creak that door open, right? With small facts. And then eventually they'll be ready
It's
for the...
taking a lot of time.
Yeah,
This is taking up like the entire 3 minutes that
3
the
minutes?
Earth isn't. I'm spinning every day.
I don't think you have a concept of the facts that you gave us.
No, I don't think so.
The idea is that 3
it
minutes
stops.
doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Not that it exists
just
and we are
stops.
free to waste it.
Countries have experimented with changing how we measure time. For example, the Soviet Union tried to enforce 5 and 6 day weeks between 1929 and 1939. And France attempted to introduce a 10-hour clock after the French Revolution.
It's worth noting that didn't work in Russia. And they went back to the 7-day week a year later.
That'd be
9
funny
years
if
later,
there's some
actually.
people just like believing that in Russia they're like,
They're
oh
still
no,
in 6-day weeks,
it's Sunday, I have 3 more days till Monday.
Yeah.
I don't know. On the flip side, a number of companies in Sweden are offering there was a boring fact before that and I only copied the interesting one. So ignore the on the flip side. A number of companies in Sweden are offering 6-hour workdays with the aim of encouraging people to get more done in a shorter amount of time.
I love Sweden.
Yeah.
I have a distinct fondness for Sweden. And it's not founded on anything other than the good things I hear about it.
Okay.
I can't even think of anything in specific. It's just I like Sweden. Let's keep going.
That's how they get you.
If you're listening to this from Sweden, I like your country. I do. It's cool. Didn't they do cool stuff with recycling and clean energy, or am I thinking of another Scandinavian country? I like Scandinavia. Sweden in particular. But Scandinavia as a whole. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Cool.
Would you like me to give one of these facts?
Yeah.
Okay. Worldwide, the median number of paid vacation time, if you don't remember what median means, we're getting into some stats. Median is the middle value. So not.
Is there anything else you can say? It's literally just the middle value.
It's important to note that this median is a terrible measure if you don't have a normal distribution. It's a horrible measure because it's just the middle value. But it could be right off to one end of the distribution.
But it kind of shows like where the distribution lies, though.
Not unless it's normal. It's a bad measure.
It's better than average, in my opinion.
Better than average?
Yeah.
I disagree.
Because average, like, you could have some, like... I'm personally just thinking about this from, like... When you're asking for the average mark in the class, you ask for the average when there could be some freak who gets 100 and everybody else gets 30. And so everybody feels sad that they've got 30 when the average is 50. Or if you have median, you know where, like, most people fall above or below.
But that's not where most people fall. It's where 50% fall above and 50% fall below.
Yeah.
But we don't know how far above or how far below they fall.
No. But you know if you're in the top half or the bottom half.
Okay. Worldwide, the median number of paid vacation time available to workers is under 25 days a year. Collectively, workers will leave about 20% of this time off unused.
Rip.
There you go. Median being the important word there. Just keep that in mind.
Everyone says time flies when you're having fun, but a study showed that people felt like time passed more slowly when listening to music they enjoyed more, most likely because people paid more attention. Why was there no paid?
Well, you said it and then you ruined it by saying why was there no
I
paid.
know, but I copy and pasted this.
They're not reading this. We're just saying this.
But I want to give them a full experience.
Okay.
People more attention to things they enjoy, which causes a slowdown in time perception.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know we have a really good inner sense of time. Most people do.
Really?
But not if you put them in a cave with no light.
Oh.
They did a study, I believe, where they just had people in a room with no light and no nothing and they got them to sleep. And a lot of them slept for like 24 hours.
Is that why, one of the reasons why solitary confinement's so icky?
I think they get light in them though. In there, they just go crazy because there's no one else there.
I don't know.
Anyway, that's what I felt like last night when
In
I
the
got up this
war,
morning.
they didn't have light, I don't
Probably
think.
not. When I got up this morning, I felt like I could sleep for another 24 hours.
Because there was no light.
No, I was just tired.
Oh. Interesting. Fun fact. Nick's tired.
I was. I'm not tired anymore. I'm
Okay,
awake.
this is getting into the exciting, interesting...
Okay, we've wedged the door. We've opened it up.
Wonderful
We're about
stuff.
halfway down the wedge now. And now things get wide.
So, although the approximation of 365 and a quarter days for the tropical year had been known for a long time, ancient solar calendars had used less precise periods, resulting in gradual misalignment of the calendar with the seasons. So, basically, this...
The microphone's right there.
basically...
I
can't find my fact page. Where's my fact page? Wikipedia, where are you? Julian Calendar, here we go. Basically, it was a mess back in the BC years. Because in Rome, there was... Okay, this is going to take a bit to explain because it's quite confusing, but it's really interesting. So, there were 12 months in a Roman calendar, which made a total of 355 days. However, they knew that wasn't correct for a full year. So every few years, they would add a 27 or a 28 intercalary month.
I've heard of that before.
Which is basically, between February and March. So this month was formed by inserting 22 or 23 days after the first 23 days of February. And the last 5 days of February, which counted down towards the start of March, became the 5 days of intercalaris. So basically, there's just 23 days in the middle of February.
Yeah, so it became like a 46-day month.
But here's when it gets crazy. Is politicians were allowed to choose when this month was added. So... Was it
based on... Why were politicians? Is it because there was elections at the time, or...?
No, they just... Because they were powerful. Okay. So they just got to choose. So some politicians who were very... If their opposition was in power, then the politicians would would leave out the month. But if their opposition wasn't in power, they'd put in the month. So... Do
you mean if they were in power?
Yeah, their party was in power. I think it was
Who got the power to choose? The party in power, surely.
Yeah, I think it was
the opposition choose?
There was a council, but then the Prime Minister.
So it's who voted for what rather than what actually happened. Okay.
But because Anyway, so then there'd be 5 years in a row with lots of months and then not many. Yeah. Anyway, so that was exciting. And also it was really confusing because people went outside the town and that didn't happen outside.
Rules,
yeah. And then Julius Caesar went to Egypt and saw that they had
pyramids and was amazed at the grace with which they stood. And then he talked to them about days of the week too, and then you can continue. Have you heard
that thing that said that all pyramids' bases are a factor of pi? The length of the bases, and all these scientists are like, oh my god, how do they know this? And then some archaeologist was like, maybe they just measured it with a wheel.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
So funny. Yeah, so he went to Egypt and they had a different amount of time. They had normal time. They had leap years and stuff. And then he came back and it sounds like Wikipedia gets a little bit vague here, but it sounds like they organized a banquet and they were confused about what day it was because
that's funny.
Yeah. But hopefully that's true.
Well,
I'm not actually sure.
You could check the citation on Wikipedia. But not right now.
No. Yeah. So those are my fun facts, and then just some more Were
they fun?
They were fun.
Were they?
Yeah.
I had fun. Did you have fun at home? You there with the tea?
This is like Dora the Explorer.
Well,
which option should I choose? Fun or not fun? And then you just stare at the camera. Does she bob slightly?
I want to be the monkey.
The monkeys.
Oh, the backpack.
Swiping, no swiping.
I don't know the names. What's the backpack?
I don't know what the backpack is.
Well, I'm the backpack.
Mm. So, do you choose fun or no fun?
For people listening, we're bobbing right now. We're bobbing like no one's business.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I feel
that's
like
enough
a
of
me
that.
character.
That bit's been going on for way too long. What's next? Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
Now it's time for me to talk. Correct?
Yeah, after I say the Soviet calendar is the Gregorian calendar implemented in 1918.
Bringing it back to the fact we said before. Remember that? Remember the one that you said to hold on to? It's about the Soviet calendar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I?
Just as a reminder. This one.
Which one? Yeah, but we read it.
Yeah.
They change between 5 and 6 day weeks.
Yeah, I know. I just said people might not remember that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Reinforcing. Excellent stuff. Yeah. So I'm not sure why it's a Soviet calendar, but it's also refers to the Gregorian calendar, and they included national holidays in the calendar. Yeah. So now you can talk.
Okay, my turn to talk. Now it gets exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything to talk about to do with time. I think that might be the end of our education segment.
Yeah.
Time? What's it good for?
For being able to
measure
meet
time.
places.
True.
At the same point in
Unlike those
history. I'm trying to think of a word that's not time, but
same point.
Same
in the fourth dimension.
Same moment.
That's good.
Thanks.
Unlike those Egyptians and those Romans couldn't do when they tried to have a banquet. Mm-hmm. So there you go. Be grateful for your watches.
Yeah.
They help you a lot more than you know.
I like to fiddle.
Yeah. It's also kind of loud for the microphone when you fiddle.
It is.
Alright. I think we're going to play another game.
Yay. Sounds fun.
Now, I had a game really excitingly planned and structured and written out, and it was very exciting. And then about 10 minutes ago, no, not 10 minutes. How long have we been talking for?
30 minutes.
30 minutes? About 30 minutes ago, my laptop crashed, and I lost all of it. So I'm just going to go back to the classic, the one you all know and love, the game that's taking the podcast world by storm. Is it? Don't do that. That's going to sound like hell to anyone listening. Is it an Onion article, or is it real news?
We're going back to this game. Awesome.
Back to that game. You know it. You love it. I love it. We love it. Maybe you don't, but you know what? I'm the one in control here. So, excellent.
So, the internet's not working.
The internet's not working.
So, we're going to pause for a second.
All right. Here's an article, which I think you'll enjoy.
Excellent.
John Bolton urges war against Sun after uncovering evidence it has nuclear capabilities.
It's onion.
Yeah. But
yeah, it is.
It's almost not. It's almost not.
Almost not, yeah.
I'm kind of running low because the internet's just died, and so I'm relying on my backup list, which is still excellent.
Yeah.
Careless imprisoned migrants showing zero respect for social distancing rules.
Also gotta be onion.
It is.
Yeah, because...
The careless.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Alright. Hunter dies after shot elephant falls on him.
That, my friends, is karma.
Absolutely. To the highest degree. That's one of the best headlines
I
I've
reckon
ever read.
that's real.
It's real.
Yeah.
And it's incredible.
That's so good.
That elephant got the last laugh.
Yeah.
NHS workers offered free wills in spike in demand.
Oh. Probably true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In what country? City?
The NHS is England. National Health Service.
Okay.
Yeah. There's such a big overlap nowadays between Onion and real life. It's incredible.
It really is.
It's really hard to tell. Like, sometimes I read these and I wonder if I'd copy them into the wrong table. KitchenAid introduces new high-speed countertop kitchen chicken decapitator.
I reckon you put the chicken's head in it and it swings it just
Yeah,
really
yeah.
fast until the chicken flies off. We watched an
Realistic.
episode of The Office last night where Dwight tried to explain how to kill a duck.
goose. A goose?
A goose? Yeah,
A mongoose, maybe.
No, the mongoose was the one he brought in.
Oh, so I think it was a boar or something then.
No, it was definitely a bird.
Maybe.
Yeah. In the middle of a restaurant.
Yeah, very loudly. That was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, is it real or is it fake?
It's fake.
Yeah. It is. Let's check if this internet's come back.
It has not.
I'm going to go to my hotspot and I'm going to go to my favourite website of all time. The Onion.
Reddit.
The Onion. You're not actually allowed to look now because these headlines are going to come up in really big letters. Ooh, that sounds like...
If you hear some strange noises, that's my dog, and she doesn't have a very pleasant laugh or bark. So, I guess we'll go back to some facts about time.
That's alright, I'm ready.
Okay.
Alright. Report. Man caught camping on Disney's Discovery Island says it was, quote, a tropical paradise.
I reckon that's true.
No, it's not. Oh, yeah, no, it is true. Yeah, it is true. Yeah. You're not allowed to look at the screen. Look away.
Okay.
Look away.
Yeah, because one's black and one's white.
Yeah, I know. Well. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Alright. Joe Biden addresses sexual assault allegations. My advisors told me to say they aren't true.
He's such an idiot, so it's probably true.
Luckily it's The Onion, but he is an idiot.
Yeah. That being said, I'm not pro-Trump. They're both idiots.
They are both idiots.
Yeah.
Alright. Tiger King's Carol Baskin tricked into interview with fake Jimmy Fallon producers.
I feel like I've heard enough Onion articles now that I know how
they sound? Yeah. Maybe I can reword the articles, but keep the gist in it. Okay.
Yeah. I reckon that's true.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do one more. Okay. No. I saw one and it just all right. Here's an infographic about how coronavirus will change human relationships.
Okay.
And I'll tell you some of the things that are on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell me if it's real or not.
Excellent.
Roughly 10 years before the general public feels comfortable offering...
broccoli.
Roughly 10 years before the general public feels comfortable offering bites of their sandwich. True. Airlines will allow active grocery personnel to board first.
False.
More people leaving spouse after discovering existence of other people outside their apartment.
So you mean instead of cheating, they just wave to the window?
Yeah.
That's could be false.
No, this isn't whether they're true or false, whether the overarching infographic is true or false.
Okay, gotcha.
Coughing and sneezing in another person's face will be considered a sign of disrespect.
Okay.
People will think twice about developing any kind of personal relationship.
You know what's funny? One of my friends on Instagram, when this first posted, when coronavirus, before it got serious, she was kind of like, you shouldn't need an epidemic to learn how to wash your hands properly. It's so true.
Yeah.
Like.
Alright, one more article. This is an excellent one, okay? Coronavirus homeschooling. 77% of parents agree teachers should be paid more after teaching own kids, study says.
I think that's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is excellent.
Yeah.
Also, absolutely true. Teachers should get paid more.
And also, parents should interact with their kids more. They shouldn't be surprised by that.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think it was more the fact that I don't think that's the problem, necessarily.
I agree about teachers should be paid more.
Yeah, yeah.
And have higher entry scores.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you'd need to drive up the entry scores if you drive up the wage because more intellectually
I agree.
able people would be
Would go
interested,
for
and
it,
then
yeah.
the entry requirements would increase anyway,
Yeah.
like with every other course.
I agree.
Not to say that there aren't some amazing teachers.
Oh,
who are
wow,
some
no,
of the
for
smartest people
sure.
I've ever met.
And it's lucky because those people are the most passionate as well.
It's true. You can look back at the screen now. I'm not going to.
Oh, yeah.
The game's over. The game's
That's
finished.
devastating.
Oh. Oh. You like the sound of
Am
me
I boring you?
No, not at all. Alright, this has been
Yeah.
kind of a short episode.
It has.
Anything you'd like to add or do in the last 20 minutes, or are we just going to end it here?
I don't know. I think we might just end it here.
End it here? I like that.
We need to do some reviewing.
You know
Why don't we just
You know why we're ending it
discuss-
here? Because the 20 minutes you save here
Goes towards those.
goes towards the 3.
Three.
You've actually got a 17-minute longer year now that you don't have to listen to the rest of this.
Exactly.
Go outside, be productive.
But will it be as fulfilled if
as
you...
watching us?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Not at
But
all.
you know what? Be productive. Go
Be
outside, drink your water,
Mm-hmm.
go for a walk. Go for a 20-minute walk. And then watch episode 5.
Every time I say go for a walk, I don't like go for a walk because that's
Yeah,
how you
dog,
say it
yeah.
to my dog. Yeah. I'll probably be in a job interview and he'll be like, what do you do to relax? And I'll be like, oh, sometimes I go for a walk. And they'll be like,
They'll think you're a dog.
absolutely not. Yeah.
If you
No,
write
they suck.
if you write in your job application, what do you like to do? Go for walks. They're gonna think you're a dog.
Yeah.
You're like, why is there a canine applying for this position?
No. Or you're applying a person, you're like, oh yeah, I like to go for a walk. And then the person starts like howling. It's like transforms into a werewolf.
You know when you have like kids dressed up in like a trench coat,
Mm.
just 3 dogs falls out of the suit.
That'd be the best interview I think I'd
Oh,
ever
100%.
have done. Yeah.
I saw a comic called Business Dog once,
Oh,
or was it Business Cat? I don't remember. Anyway,
business animal.
maybe I'll
business
post
pet.
it somewhere on a
Isn't
social
it
media.
amazing that people have snakes?
As pets.
Yeah.
Some of them are really cute.
Oh, for sure.
Spiders
For
are
sure.
cute. Peacock
Spiders are
spiders. Stay
very
tuned
cute.
for the peacock spider episode.
Yeah.
If you're from outside Australia, first of all, what are you doing? Second of all,
Please keep listening. Ignore
second of all,
that.
look up peacock spiders. Just to some self-care,
Yeah.
just to
They
something good to do.
dance and they're really beautiful.
They dance. The men dance to try and get the women to mate with them.
Yeah.
But they have really, really colourful.
It's like Magic Mike, but in the animal kingdom.
King
King-
and men.
kingdom.
Just words are hard. They
In the
dance and they
animal
look
kingdom.
like peacocks, but they're like 3mm big spiders, and they're
Yeah.
amazing.
And to give you some context, they just look at the female spider, then they put 2 legs up.
2 legs up, just vertical, and then dance with them.
Yeah.
Then they wiggle their butts, which are really colourful.
Mhm.
They're the cutest things in the world.
They really are.
If you hate
And they're
spiders,
like-
even if you hate spiders, you'll think
Please.
they're cute.
Look up a picture, and then that's the end of your homework.
That's the homework. Yep. I'll
Anyway.
find Business Cat comics and I'll post it somewhere.
sounds good.
Potentially.
I was gonna say, I think we should just discuss our process
Our
in
process.
developing the podcast.
Okay,
I think that
our
might be
process?
interesting.
Sure.
So, firstly, we started out.
Number 1, if you're not interested in this, go for a walk.
Yeah. Oh,
The time podcast is over.
it is.
Now
And
we're just
now
gonna
we will be
discuss.
spending your time.
Now we're
doing
going to be
this.
wasting your time. Not wasting.
No.
Maybe wasting.
No.
Discussing what we do.
Mm-hmm. And the
and
struggle.
how we
we've had
want to
go
change
through.
it. And how we might be adjusting it in the next few episodes. And what might be changing and whether,
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
it's hard to get a balance between, like, there's too much structure means there's no humour.
Yeah.
And then too little structure makes it kind of a disaster.
Yeah, it's hard to find a topic that is interesting, and the problem is researching, if you want to go in depth, takes a long time, a lot of effort, which is not a problem.
But also, yeah, you don't want to just be reciting facts.
No,
It's
exactly.
really
You want to talk about stuff that you know and you're interested in.
Yeah.
Which is why our conspiracy theory episode is going to be so excellent, but it also is going to take a long time to get ready and to put together.
Mm.
But it will be worth it when it happens.
Yeah,
Might also be a bit
absolutely.
longer than an hour, and
Yeah.
potentially a little bit less on the fun side and more on the educational side. But we'll still throw in
Conspiracies are
some.
always fun.
They are always fun. It's
Yeah.
true.
And then also developing whether to branch more towards video or podcast, because originally we were including lots of jokes about editing.
Yeah, that was might have been a mistake podcast wise, but we live, we learn.
We do. And then we didn't even end up barely editing the videos.
No, but
That's
we
okay.
will.
Yeah.
We will.
Hmm?
We have to do that.
We do. What else?
That's a good question.
As you can see, Lego figurines. Well, you can't see because it's a
Can you see them?
podcast. Good
Well-
job, Alanna. Talk about.
How you don't want to talk about videos and then
Yeah.
instantly in the next line.
Yeah, talk about visual elements.
That's right, of the
Yeah.
podcast.
We try to have our 2 Lego figurines in every shot. So check out our YouTube channel.
True, do
It's
that.
called Couple of Fools, and we might change it to Couple of Fools Podcast
That would be a good idea.
or
We should
COF
do.
Podcast.
Cough podcast. Coughcast.
COFcast.
Podcastcast.
Pod-
All as good as each other.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's been fun. Taking photos has been fun.
It has been fun.
Creating music, which we haven't done yet.
But
has
we
been
are
fun.
going to do.
Yeah.
We've created a base
Mm.
for the music.
Yeah.
An idea, a concept.
Yeah, exactly.
We're both musicians.
We are.
That's how we met. If you didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
You probably didn't. If you did, I'd be concerned.
Yeah. And we'll probably be doing some episodes on music.
Definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Especially discussing pop music versus
And
old-fashioned music.
subjective.
Very
Very
exciting,
subjective episodes. Very subjective.
Oh. Oh. We like subjective.
No, absolutely. I'm just saying.
Driving
It's
off.
not going to be a music theory lesson. It's going to be what
no,
we like.
No, yeah. This is the middle C. I don't have perfect pitch.
No. Major
Uh,
third.
no.
I can do an A. I have relative pitch to an
Okay,
A.
that's
I'm not
good.
going to do it now. Because I would embarrass
That's
myself when it's actually like an
disappointing.
A flat or something. And everyone fact checks me and is like, no, you're so wrong.
Well, let's hear your A.
Okay. Maybe that. No, wait, don't play it. Did you
hear it?
No.
Okay.
Alright. I think I'm right. I think it was. I was
A tiny bit flat,
I was like
but that's alright.
it was like an A half flat.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm impressed.
Closer than probably.
Could anybody even
anyone
hear
else
that?
would. I was close.
That was very impressive. Yeah.
Thank you.
And with that,
But that's 440. What if I was tuning to 438?
nobody tunes to 38.
My voice does.
I played with the St. Martin's in the Field Orchestra, which is very cool. And they were like, what do you guys tune to? And apparently Joshua Bell tunes to 440 and everybody else in the orchestra likes tuning to 442. But because he's concert master, he's like, no, 440.
Interesting.
So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Also, what's really painful is when you try and play a song, like a Baroque song, and you play it with YouTube, and
It's always tuned in.
and it's
pitch,
tuned, yeah,
like
in
420 or whatever they.
Yeah. Disgusting. I said that like I didn't have last episode to the same joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot more flat, and then
It is a lot lower. I like it.
I like sharper. Makes it sound brighter.
Yeah, but that's not what rock music's about.
It's true. I also don't particularly like rock music, so.
You're dead to me.
Okay, well, now that we've discussed the
And figured out-
process we've had to go through,
Figured out that one of us doesn't have taste.
we've figured out that Nick doesn't have taste. We're
that's
ending
me.
the podcast. All right, finish. Can't say anything more.
Okay.